Hey Stein, it's ComedicEinstein and welcome back to The Wolf Among Us. It's a pretty exciting episode today. I bet you've been waiting for this. Why? Because if you watched the previous episode, you realize that there was a pretty hard decision that I had to make. And I think it took a little bit of time, and I think I was able to decide what exactly I wanted to do. So let's go right into it. See if my choice would be what you would have chosen. Alright, here we go.
At least stand to look at you.
Bring snow. Did you think I was going to choose that?
You're under arrest.
Did you think I was going to do
trial
that?
in front of your peers.
I chose that specifically for one reason. Curiosity. I'm just glad I'm not a cat. Would have killed me. Alright, let's find out what really happened. Supposedly he's going to give us answers.
I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing
Are
happening?
we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Oh! Yeah!
Are you okay?
I'm alright.
It's been hours.
Flesh wound.
We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later.
Celebrate.
You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that...
I didn't kill him?
No. I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about
yeah.
time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
How could
What do
you?
you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girl.
think you have the right to
And what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible.
So what are we
The
doing?
Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed
Nah,
me,
Georgie
not
Porgy.
me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed him, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel
Died.
now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Georgie paid for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
So he's dead? That's what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that he's alive and he bled out.
So you see, the culprit
His living was all blood.
punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for. And
I was
don't.
told I would be allowed to speak.
Okay, we'll speak,
We
damn
have
it.
to read the rest of the
What
charges.
other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
How about I go ahead and kill you right now?
In front of all these people.
I don't
I
mind.
look like I give a shit.
Audience, bro.
After the rest of your crimes are read through, then you will have an opportunity to defend yourself. But only then.
If you insist.
Ha. Suck it.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf,
Yep.
Twice.
A
Yep.
misunderstanding.
aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on.
involved.
It's obvious.
I know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning. So cut the shit.
We all know who you are. We know what you've done.
Just give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get on
but
with
we
it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let it go?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
Okay.
This is ridiculous.
But we can kill him right away, right? If something goes wrong.
You have the floor.
You better not disappear somehow.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie.
All right.
I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you
jeez.
gonna get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg. It was only a matter of time before something
There we
like
go.
this happened.
If you were so offended by it, why'd you cover it up then? If it had nothing to do with you and your shit, then why'd you try to protect him for so long?
What cover up? I never made any attempt to hide Georgie's criminal activity from you. I learned of it myself
For
only
fuck's
recently.
sake. Any of you actually believe this
Why did they even
bullshit?
bring it back? He's just
Holly,
saying
please.
crap. I should have
Tell
just
me.
killed him.
When you finally showed up at my
guy
door
sucks.
last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
It was a trap.
You weren't being helpful. You were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Exactly. You're
Let
the
me
governor
explain this
of
to you.
Fabletown.
My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant.
You are. You're trying to make
Your
yourself
government
seem nice.
abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners. I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
You're the fucking problem here, not us.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back.
Bad,
In
but it was
turn,
for
we
bad
used her
reasons.
magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much. But they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor.
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk
Oh,
about
we're
this.
not?
Bigby just
This
means
is
that
important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
What?
you know why I asked him to destroy
I
your tree.
should have killed the
you
guy.
were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
I should have killed
It
him.
wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
That is hardcore
We've
stuff.
made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Why else would I go through all this trouble?
Right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The crooked man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go
Exactly.
to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
They're right.
Yeah.
You're still afraid of him,
That's what I'm
even
saying.
now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Beast mode. What you gonna do now, crooked man? Fuck crooked. Go get a nose job. You look worse than Owen Wilson. Bitch. Oh, you're gonna give me a
Very
clap?
good.
Oh, very good.
good.
Oh, very good.
The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded.
You're gonna die, crooked man.
The
Stop
sheriff
bitching.
simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murder.
was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession
confession that nobody heard. Now,
he heard
I'm
it.
no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What's wrong
What
with
are
my
you
history?
talking about? You won't be able to talk your way out of this, crooked man.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
What?
I just
Of
need...
course it's right.
What?
This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Yeah?
Of course. Yes, you're responsible.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like
no.
what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody?
He was a
He
fucking
was
working for
beaten
you.
to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be
He was
serious.
the murder
He was
suspect,
a
bro.
suspect, and I needed answers.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
Ho
It
ho.
was for his own protection.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened.
That's a lie, bro.
Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story.
Because you told them
They
to.
want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you. That's not
I mean, a
true.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly
so he's
played
going back
in their
again?
towers,
Holy crap.
judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction?
I will, I guess.
Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf?
Why would you need protecting from
Who
me?
will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
What?
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I had forgotten about her.
I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
whether-
up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian killed herself back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it.
Oh,
Faith and
son.
Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a
You're
damn
screwed.
about me.
You're screwed.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Woo!
Me too.
High five, guys.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
Repay?
You take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
I could always rip your arms off first. Would you enjoy that?
I'm such a beast.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
Ah, great.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
not.
she has a
More
point.
if he
not
isn't
good.
Hasn't there been
stopped.
enough bloodshed
So we
already?
get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
We should vote, yeah.
We should have a vote.
It's
Make it
democracy.
democratic.
Yeah.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
All right.
This isn't how
It's what the people want, miss.
I get to decide what to do.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Yes.
Just do what you think is right.
Yes. All right. Come on.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking
I'm going to go ahead and end it there. I know I keep doing this to you guys. I'm sorry about the cliffhangers, but I just have to. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end here. I have a crazy thing coming up, decision. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to choose yet, but I bet you're very excited to see what it is. Or at least you're curious. So I'm going to go ahead and end it there, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. That'll make you the most awesome person. Become a stan today because you're a beast. Like me. We're both beasts. We'll be roaming the earth like wildebeests. That makes sense, right? Alright, guys. Well, as always, just remember, entertainment equals me times comedy squared. Peace out and have yourselves a great day. Latest.